When we imagine space colonization, we picture shiny domes on Mars, giant space stations orbiting Earth, or humanity spreading across the galaxy like something out of a sci-fi movie. But the truth is, colonizing space is far more complicated, and the problems might be bigger than the dreams. Today, we're going to dive into the major challenges humanity will face if we ever try to become a spacefaring civilization. Let's start with the most obvious: survival in hostile environments. Space is not friendly. It's not just cold or hot, it's extreme in every possible way. Mars, for example, has temperatures that can drop to -100 degrees Celsius, an atmosphere too thin to breathe, and constant radiation from the sun and cosmic rays. The moon is no better, with 2-week-long nights and no protective atmosphere. To live there, we'd need airtight habitats, shielding against radiation, and constant supplies of energy, food, water, and breathable air would have to be produced on site or shipped from Earth. Survival becomes a full-time engineering challenge, not just an adventure. Then there's the problem of distance and isolation. Mars is about 6 months away with current technology. That means no quick rescue missions, no overnight Amazon deliveries, and a communication delay of up to 20 minutes one way. Imagine being sick, injured, or facing a system failure with Earth unable to respond in real time. Colonists would have to be almost completely self-sufficient, and psychologically, the isolation of being millions of kilometers away could weigh heavily on any human. Radiation is another huge issue. Here on Earth, our atmosphere and magnetic field protect us from harmful space radiation. On Mars or in deep space, that protection is gone. Long exposure raises risks of cancer, neurological damage, and infertility. Solutions like underground habitats, thick walls, or magnetic shielding are being studied, but all add massive complexity and cost to colonization. Speaking of cost, let's talk about money. Space colonization isn't just expensive, it's unimaginably expensive. Every kilogram launched into space requires massive amounts of fuel and resources. Building the first settlement on Mars would likely cost hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars. Who pays for it? Governments, private companies, or a mix? And even if we build it, what's the economic incentive to sustain it? Colonization isn't just a technological challenge, it's an economic one. Now, consider human biology. We evolved under Earth's gravity. Our muscles, bones, and organs are adapted to 1G in microgravity or Mars lower gravity. Muscles waste away, bones weaken, and fluids shift inside the body. Long-term effects could include vision problems, organ damage, and reproductive issues. Raising children in space might not even be possible with our current understanding of biology. If humans can't reproduce and thrive in these conditions, colonization could stall after a single generation. Ethics is another dimension. Should we even colonize other planets? What if Mars has microbial life? Do we have the right to contaminate it with Earth organisms? And if private corporations run space colonies, will they become dystopian company towns where survival depends on corporate rules? Colonization could raise issues of exploitation, inequality, and control on a scale humanity has never faced before. Then there's the political problem. Space isn't owned by anyone, but also it's owned by everyone. The Outer Space Treaty says no nation can claim a planet or moon. But what happens when resources are discovered? Who controls them? Will nations cooperate, or will conflicts spread into orbit? The militarization of space is already a concern. Colonization could ignite geopolitical rivalries rather than unity. And finally, we face the problem of priorities. Space colonization is often framed as the solution to Earth's problems. If Earth becomes unlivable, we'll just move to Mars. But this is misleading. Colonizing space will not save us from climate change, inequality, or pollution. It might even distract from fixing our home planet, because if we can't manage Earth, what makes us think we'll manage Mars any better? So when we talk about colonizing space, we need to look beyond the glossy visions. The problems are immense: hostile environments, distance, radiation, cost, human biology, ethics, politics, and priorities. None of these are unsolvable, but they demand levels of cooperation, innovation, and responsibility that humanity has rarely achieved. The dream of becoming a multiplanetary species is powerful, but it won't be easy, and it won't be quick. The question is not just can we colonize space, but should we? And if we do, what kind of societies will we build among the stars? Because the greatest challenge may not be rockets, or habitats, or radiation. It may be carrying our humanity with us, without repeating the same mistakes we've made on Earth.